So far, ano yung feeling, ano yung sentiment, ano yung overriding tawag dito, assessment ng prosecution so far dito sa nangyayaring impeachment trial po?
To be very honest, no, masaya kami kasi lahat ng goal namin every day ay naa-achieve namin, no? Like for example, during the first hearing day, we were able to relay to the Filipino people the intention about having this impeachment trial. I think we were able to effectively communicate sa mga tao yung kahalagahan ng paglilitis dito sa impeachment process na ito, no? And very engaging lahat ng public prosecutors and even private prosecutors. You will remember during the first day, kaming dalawa ni Kong Chel ang tumayo for the prosecution.
Mm.
And today naman, kakatapos rin lang ng trial natin at very, very fulfilling din, no? Na itong naging opening statement or manifestation ng ating head prosecutor for Article 4, that is grave threat, no? Si Congressman Noy Defensor from Iloilo. At siyempre yung ating private prosecutor naman in the person of Attorney Virgil Ligutan ay talagang overwhelming ang naging direct examination niya dito kay Agent Kalilong of the NBI.
Mm.
Mahaba pero talagang very well executed, no? Kahit ako ay sobrang natuwa sa naging the way he presented his first witness. Of course, this is very significant to us kasi kauna-unahang testigo namin si Agent Kalilong, no?
Mm.
Gusto ko rin na gusto ko rin bigyan ng halaga yung naging punto ni Attorney Lorna Capunan kanina about her manifestation on the presence of the Vice President, no? Kanina sa Senate sapagkat of course ang appreciation namin dito constitutional duty din niya 'yan, no? Na humarap sa prosesong ito and it's quite strange na nandun na siya and yet hindi pa siya nagpakita doon sa impeachment trial, no? So in totality, Christian, no, since yesterday up to today, very happy ang prosecution sa nagiging development ng impeachment trial.
Okay, o sige po. Nabanggit niyo yung sipot kanina ni Vice President Sara Duterte doon sa Senado, pero hindi siya nagpakita doon sa mismong trial. Sabi niyo it's quite strange. Pero what do
Mm.
you make of it? Bakit siya nagpakita sa tingin ninyo pero hindi doon sa trial? Tapos nagpa-press con pero one-liner.
Ay, of course hindi ko rin maintindihan, 'no? Baka nakipag-meeting lang siya sa defense team, 'no, sa defense counsels niya. Pero I mean, it's just a few steps from their holding room to the session hall, no? And considering the paramount importance of this constitutional process, if indeed we have the real sense of accountability of being in public office, mas maganda na nag attend siya at naipakita niya sa sambayan ng Pilipino na nagiging accountable siya at sumasagot siya sa mga katanungan ng taong bayan, 'no? Hindi ko actually maintindihan, Christian, kung ano yung purpose ng presence niya and then she did not attend the impeachment trial, no? When parang nung dumating kami dun around 1:30, ang naririnig ko nandun pa rin siya, eh. So,
Hmm.
I don't know really kung anong tamang interpretasyon doon except baka nakipag-meeting lang siya sa lawyers niya. Pero if you really wanted to show to the Filipino people that you're accountable, no? You follow the mandate of the Constitution at hindi mo tinatalikuran ang pananagutan mo sa taong bayan, that could have been her best chance to appear during the impeachment trial where she herself is the respondent.
Mm. Pero do you think the presence of the Vice President kanina on day 2 doon sa Senado pero again hindi nga nagpakita po sa mismong trial. Do you think that was also meant to send a message? And kung that was meant to send a message, what do you think was the message?
Well, Possibly, no? Gusto niyang iparamdam sa mga senador, sa mga congressman na she's there, she's just around, no? And the possibility of her becoming the next president, it's a possibility lang naman, no? But of course, we cannot speak for her, no? Pero that is one of the possible interpretation, no? Gusto niyang iparamdam na nandito ako and there's still a possibility that in 2028 I will be the president, no? I will be the next president. But again, this is not about personality, Christian, no? Regardless of who this public official is, no? Ang maliwanag po dito is transparency and accountability mechanism. And mandato po ito ng konstitusyon regardless of who is the involved public official. Perhaps nagkataong siya, pero kahit hindi siya, if it will be based on the same circumstances of facts, no? Kung bakit nabuo yung allegation ng confidential fund, ng threat, ng unexplained wealth, and even bribery and corruption, regardless of who the person is, may impeachment pa rin. Because this is not about personality. This is about the mandate of the Constitution.
Okay. Pag-usapan po natin yung inyong opening statement kahapon sa day 1 ng impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Tama ba hindi kayo nagbabasa? Because I was observing your opening statement. Meron kayong papel sa harap ninyo, pero parang hindi kayo nagbabasa. Tama ba? Was that extemporaneous?
Siguro, Christian, glimpse, no? Glimpse. Of course, I have my notes, no? Na nakailang revise na. I have my speech na nakailang revise na because every time na babasahin ko siya, meron lagi akong nakikitang gusto kong revision na siguro yung notes kong yun, baka ako na lang nakakaintindi sa dami ng mga erasures at saka mga notes. But glimpse siguro, glimpse, no, Christian? Hindi ako nagbabasa, really, but I am glimpsing from my notes because it was a long process before I was able to come up with my final opening statement, no? And I consult the team every now and then kung am I not going beyond the theory of the impeachment case? Am I not going beyond the rules, the constitution, the jurisprudence? Maintindihan pa ba ako ng mga tao sa sinasabi kong ito? Things like that. So I consult the team every now and then.
Talk to us about your thought process in preparing for that opening statement. And of course, dun sa mga nakinig, dun sa inyong opening statement, syempre meron kami mga takeaway doon, no? Yung takeaway ko, binanggit ko na kahapon sa programa. Kung ano yung dating sa akin na minsan.
Ano yung takeaway mo?
No, you wanted to relate that to the travel,
Yeah.
the experience of ordinary Filipinos.
Precisely. That was my very first consideration. When I knew that I will be the one to deliver the opening statement, talagang in my mind, my first priority is to be able to communicate to the people, especially those in the grassroots level, no, the purpose of this impeachment, the significance of accountability, and that this thing is not only about us. This thing is not only about the present generation. It concerns even the succeeding generation. Sabi ko nga, hanggang sa kaapu-apuhan. At I always share it to my fellow prosecutors, especially those from the House, no? Na regardless of what will be the result of this impeachment trial, amid all our sacrifice, compared dun sa ibang House members na hindi prosecutors, no? Kasi apparently, mas relax sila kumpara sa amin. As a matter of fact, hindi namin ma-enjoy yung mga recess ngayon. Hindi kami makafocus sa aming mga respective district because we really need to focus to this impeachment, no? I always tell them na maraming henerasyon ang dadating at dadating. They will always be talking about the past impeachment processes, and certainly our next generations will stand proud that we're standing on the right side of the Philippine history, no? Na kasama kami sa mga nanindigan dito sa accountability mechanism, pinilit naming maproteksyonan ang demokrasya at ang republika, not for us alone, but even for the generations to come.
Doon po sa paghahanda ninyo sa inyong opening statement kahapon, gaano po ka-importante sa inyo yung pagse-set ng tone? And if that was important to you, do you think you were able to achieve that, to set the tone for the prosecution of this
Alam
impeachment
mo,
trial?
yeah. Alam mo, ang daming considerations on my end, no, Christian. First and foremost, medyo naging challenging sa part ko how to convince my fellow public prosecutors to give their commitment to this process, no? Kasi alam naman natin, meron kaming mga political interest na kailangan ding i-consider. May mga families na kailangan tanungin, may mga distritong inaalagaan, no? At wala naman talagang certain about this impeachment trials, no? So, first and foremost talaga, gusto ko maramdaman ng mga kasama ko the nobility of this process, no? The honor of being part of this constitutional process, no? And although I think naman at this point in time, ramdam na nila yon. Why we really need to do this? Why we need to be here, no? That really we need to stand for the Filipino people. We need to stand for the country. We need to stand for the constitution, no? Ang lalim nun, Christian, na sa aming mga sarili pa lang, among us, the 11 prosecutors, it took us some time to be able to absorb the the process of this constitution na kailangan naming panindigan. And
Mm.
not only that, Christian, we should be able to communicate din sa mga ordinaryong tao. Hindi ito tungkol sa politika, hindi ito tungkol sa isang sa isang opisyal lang, hindi ito tungkol sa mga political squabbles na naririnig natin surrounding us, no? But this is about the best interest of the Philippine nation, no? Hindi
Mm.
po ito nga ang palagi kong sinasabi, when we discuss, even with other people, this is beyond politics already. This is about standing for the present and the generations to come pa.
Doon po sa inyong opening statement kahapon, maliwanag yung mga puntong inilahad ninyo, no? Yung opening nga at saka yung pagtatahi nyo sa dulo nung bakit importante itong accountability mechanism, which is the impeachment
Yeah,
proceeding doon sa buhay,
yeah.
trabaho at kinabukasan of the ordinary Pilipino. Malinaw po 'yan, no? Tapos
Mm.
yung focus on the importance of the trial being based on evidence, 'di ba?
Mhm.
Dapat nakatutok
Mhm.
dun sa bigat ng ebidensya. In the meantime, nung pinanood po namin yung opening statement naman ng lead defense counsel, nakatutok pa rin doon sa kanilang dati ng mga argumento. Procedural, constitutional, kine-question yung naging proceedings doon sa inyong House Committee on Justice. And of course, binanggit pa nga na ang gusto nyong tanggalin, inelect ng 32 million Filipinos or more than 32 million. Kayo, ano yung impressions nyo doon sa presentation naman ng kabila? I mean, yung opening statement.
Well, ang naging observation ko dun sa kanila is masyadong naging legalistic, no? Na parang verbalize nila yung laman ng kanilang answer. They are raising all the issues of constitutionality, issues of procedure, issues of technicalities, no? Na, well, of course, it is, for me, it's more of a memorandum na isasubmit mo na siya for resolution or for decision, no? Rather than introductory about the entire process that will happen, no? Sa amin kasi, of course, choice naman yun, prerogative naman ng both parties kung ano bang gusto mong maging tenor on your opening speech. Siguro, ang priority talaga ng defense is to be able to raise their legal points, no? Sa amin, dito sa prosecution, we wanted to prepare the Filipino people about what will happen in this impeachment trial. We wanted to make them understand about the importance and necessity of these impeachment proceedings. We want them to understand really that this is something which is beyond politics already. because this is about the interest of the Filipino people. So, yung sa amin, hinanda namin yung kaisipan ng taong bayan. This is what's gonna happen. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit ito mahalaga. We should all be involved. Samahan nyo kami, sabay-sabay nating tapusin itong prosesong ito. Because after all, this is for you.
Okay. Itanong ko na rin po, ano yung dating sa inyo nung demeanor nung counterpart naman ninyo doon sa defense panel? Kasi may obserbasyon, and I share that observation, no? Nabanggit ko na po ito sa episode kahapon. Tila magaspang yung dating. Abrasive yung itong si Attorney Sheila Season. Ano yung impressions nyo sa kanila? And do you think that was part of the strategy or tactic to be that
Perhaps
way?
what I can say is kung ano man yung observation ng mga tao about the defense, siguro yun yung kanilang culture sa practice, no? But perhaps for us in the prosecution, no? Maliwanag sa amin, this is not an ordinary court proceeding. This is a constitutional process which concerns the interest of the people. And unlike in courtroom, na ang nakakakita lang sa iyo is judge, dito, you are being witnessed, being seen by so many people from around the world, no? So, siguro dapat conscious din tayo on magiging appreciation sa atin ng mga tao and how we handle really this constitutional process, because this is entirely different from a courtroom proceeding. Kahit papaano naman, Christian, nakapractice din kami, no? Especially during the time na wala pa kami sa public service. Pag nasa courtroom ka, talagang bugbogan yun. Combative lahat ng abogado doon, no? But we make a distinction between an ordinary court proceeding and this constitutional process. Especially so that the prosecution here is representing the Filipino people. So, I wish to believe na kung ano mang nakikita natin sa defense, that's their culture in private practice.